June 19, 1944, 10:45 Philippine Sea, Marianas Islands. Lieutenant Commander Zenji Abe, a veteran Zero pilot from the carrier Zuikaku, banked his A-6M50 through scattered clouds, leading 69 planes toward the American fleet. Below the Imperial Japanese Navy's Mobile Fleet, 9 carriers, 430 planes steamed to crush the U.S. Fifth Fleet invading Saipan. Abe's squadron, skilled aces from Pearl Harbor, expected easy kills against inferior American pilots. But at 10:46, radar-guided F-6F Hellcats from USS Lexington, faster, armored with .50 cal guns, swarmed them. In 8 minutes, 25 Japanese planes fell flaming into the sea. Abe's Zero exploded mid-turn, his last radio call, "They're everywhere like hornets." The Marianas Turkey Shoot, where 373 Japanese planes were shot down for 29 American losses, wasn't just a battle, it was the massacre that broke Japan's air arm. Admiral Somu Toyoda, watching from afar, signaled, "Hold on," but his pilots knew the octopus is retracting, America's tentacles are steel. The raid on Tokyo had stung. This slaughter proved Japan had awakened a monster. The hubris, Japan's final blow plan. In January 1942, Tokyo reveled in victories. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto aboard Yamato had warned, "We can run wild for 6 months, then trouble." But after Pearl Harbor's octopus spread, Philippines, Malaya, Singapore fallen, Japan controlled 20% of the globe. Losses: 15,000 men. U.S. 2,403 at Pearl alone. The Zero dominated, 331 mph, 12.7 guns, outclimbing P-40s by 1,000 feet min. The Doolittle raid, April 18, 1942, 16 B-25s bombing Tokyo shattered illusions. No deaths, but Emperor Hirohito demanded, "Protect the homeland." Yamamoto rushed to Midway for a decisive battle but lost 4 carriers, 3,057 men. Politicians hid the defeat, but Yamamoto knew, "We woke the giant." Desperate, Japan pushed south, New Guinea, Solomons. Guadalcanal, August 1942, February 1943, bled them. 31,000 dead, 38 ships sunk, 683 planes lost versus U.S. 7,100 dead, 29 ships, 615 planes. Guadal starvation, troops ate rats, died of dysentery. By 1944, America's industrial octopus roared. 99 carriers versus Japan's 25, 86,000 planes versus 9,400. Yamamoto, assassinated April 18, 1943, exactly 1 year after Doolittle, was replaced by Admiral Mainichi Koga, died in plane crash March 1944, then Toyota. Japan planned AGO, lure U.S. fleet to the Marianas, destroy it with 500 land-based planes. But U.S. codebreakers' magic knew every move. Admiral Raymond Spruance's Fifth Fleet, 15 carriers, 956 planes, steamed to Saipan on June 15, 1944. Toyota, the fate of the empire depends on this. He didn't know America's beginning was now a tsunami. The setup, the greatest carrier battle. June 11, 1944, Saipan invasion begins. U.S. Marines stormed Saipan, home to 30,000 Japanese civilians. Japan rushed 9 carriers, 430 planes under Vice Admiral Jisaburo Ozawa. Ozawa's plan: launch at 250 miles, Zero's range advantage, while U.S. planes refueled. But Spruance had the big blue blanket. 15 carriers, radar pickets, and F-6F Hellcats, faster, 375 mph, armored with 6.50 cals versus Zero's fragility. Japanese pilots, once elite 1,000 hours, were now rookies 200 hours after Guadalcanal losses. U.S. pilots, 300 hours trained in gunnery. Ozawa, "Our pilots are superior." He was wrong. June 19, 07:00 a.m. Hey Rube. Japanese search planes spotted Task Force 58. Ozawa launched 373 planes in 4 waves, but U.S. radar CXAM-1 100-mile range detected them at 150 miles. Hellcats scrambled, Vector 265 bandits closing, Wave 1 69 planes, Hellcats shredded 42 61% loss. LT, Alex Vrasiu down 6 in 8 minutes, like shooting turkeys. Wave 2 128 planes, 98 destroyed 77%. Sub-USS Albacore torpedoed carrier Teiho, Ozawa's flagship, exploded from avgas fumes, 1,650 dead. Wave 3 47 planes, 7 lost, but U-boat Kavala sank Shikaku, 1,272 dead. Wave 4 82 planes, 73 lost, 89%. Total, 373 Japanese planes down, 87%, 645 aircrew dead versus 29 U.S. planes, mostly to flak. Stats. Kill ratio, 12-1 U.S. favor. Japanese carriers sunk, 3 Teiho Shikaku Hio. Planes lost, Japan 645 total, waves plus carriers, US 123 mostly operational. Ozawa retreated, his fleet crippled. The Marianas Turkey Shoot, pilots called it that for the one-sided slaughter. The Inferno, carriers burn, dreams shatter. June 20, 15:30 p.m., the chase. Spruance pursued Ozawa's fleeing fleet. At 20:46, 216 U.S. planes attacked in twilight, the mission beyond darkness. They sank Hio, 250 dead, damaged 4 carriers, destroyed 65 more planes. U.S. losses, 100 planes, 80 to fuel exhaustion, but 72 crews rescued. Ozawa's report to Tokyo: surviving carrier air power 35 aircraft. Japan's naval aviation, once 3,000 pilots, now ghosts. Emperor Hirohito: the combined fleet is finished. Toyoda resigned in disgrace. Japan shifted to kamikaze tactics, desperation not strategy. The human toll, aces and orphans. LT Alex Vraciu, USS Lexington, 6 kills in 8 minutes. Zeros burned like paper, 19 total victories, Navy Cross. Call Addison Baker, B-24 Group, earlier inspiration, modeled courage, his Ploiesti Medal of Honor echoed here. Japanese LT Yashio Shiga survived, later said, "We were lambs to slaughter, America's machines were gods." Orphaned sons, 645 Japanese aircrew dead, left 1,000 plus families fatherless. U.S. pilot David McCampbell, 34 kills total, it was like clubbing baby seals. Malaria, dysentery ravaged ground troops on nearby, U.S. cases on Saipan alone. The breaking point, Japan surrender cedes. Marianas loss cost Japan Saipan, Tinian, Guam bases for B-29s bombing Tokyo by November 1944. 30,000 Japanese dead on Saipan, many civilians in mass suicides. Yamamoto's prophecy fulfilled. After 6 months, no success. Japan lost 90% of carrier planes, shifting to defense. By 1945, kamikazes at Okinawa sank 36 U.S. ships but couldn't stop the tide. Stats across Marianas. U.S. casualties, 3,426 dead, 10,364 wounded. Japanese casualties, 55,000 dead, including 22,000 civilians. Planes lost, Japan 645, U.S. 123. Carriers sunk, Japan 3, U.S. 0. Legacy, the shoot that ended the Pacific War. The Turkey Shoot shortened the war by months, per Nimitz. It proved carrier air power decided battles. U.S. had 956 planes versus Japan's 430. Post-war, F-6F influenced F-8 Bearcat. Japan's Navy never recovered. Leyte Gulf, October 1944 was its death knell. Vraciu, retiring in 1964, we